So for starters, that is not a hypothetical situation. It's a real situation, a real concern based on current technology. And, the fact that it hasn't happened yet in a mass casualty sort of way is a reflection more of the lack of imagination of terrorists than it is of the technological implausibility of the enterprise. And I don't say that in order to give anybody ideas, but this is not something that can't be done. And somebody who really wanted to kill a lot of people, who had a kind of graduate school level of technical proficiency in the biological sciences and in synthetic biology, could do it, and could do it based on readily available, inexpensive materials. So I start my paper kind of with an account of one hypothetical such episode, and then try to reflect a little bit about what the governance challenges are in a government, for a government that would actually want to prevent such things, and which I assume any government would, and conclude that these are really, there's actually not a lot of options that you have there, because this is pretty widely proliferated technology, and it really is a lot of huge number of people are doing great things with this technology, curing diseases, and but if you have a rate of 1/10,000th of 1% who want to do horrible things with that technology, it is going to be very, very difficult to stop in the long run, and it probably isn't possible. And we don't talk about it a lot because we don't talk about the things that are low probability, high impact events very often. I think in the world of low probability, high impact events, this one is very high impact and much lower probability than a lot of things. And what I conclude from that is that there are not a lot of promising policy avenues, constitutional or unconstitutional, for a government to take in the prevention department. And that is a fundamental challenge to the idea of government as having a monopoly over security policy, because in a context of a government that can't protect us from very basic security concerns, we will eventually look to other actors for that sort of thing. And that raises questions about the structure of the executive branch of government. It raises questions about some very foundational ideas that we have about the relationship between government and security, and government as provider of security and guarantor of security. This goes back to Hobbes. It's not a new idea. It's firmly entrenched in the Constitution, and it may not be true anymore. Oh, I think look, the book is at one level a very serious enterprise. At another level, it's meant to be playful, right? And we're trying to imagine fun, interesting, and scary things in the future, and think about what they mean. So I hope people will have fun with it, actually. I also hope that people will take away a sense of the breadth of the challenge and the breadth of the degree to which most people have a sense of the idea of the degree to which technology is changing our society, but our constitutional regime is a feature, a reflection of the society. And so I would hope people would come away with a sense of the breadth of the change to the constitutional regime that this technological development is going to have, and that we should be thinking about how we want it to have, because whether it has it is not going to be a question. The question is what the change is going to be.